In my 20s, I went to the therapist and complained that I didn't want to get married. I said I'm educated, independent, and self-sufficient. I don't need a husband, but my parents are pressuring me. What do I do? She replied, I have no doubt you're going to achieve great things in life. But sometimes things will go wrong, and sometimes you'll fail, and sometimes your plans won't work out, and sometimes your wishes won't be fulfilled. Then who will you blame? Will you blame yourself? No. Exactly. That's why you need a husband.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Do straight men even like women?
As you can see in this chart, women nowadays go after the top 20% of men. Yeah, straight men are attracted to women, of course. The problem is y'all expect perfection. And these top 20% men just use you. You gotta make over $100,000, you gotta be 6 foot tall, you gotta be an extrovert, you gotta have a 6-pack. So what you're seeing is the bottom 80% of men saying f*** it. Because truth be told, most women out here are not wife material or mother material. Most females out here only focus on superficial bullshit. We gotta be on our A game all the time, and it's just really not worth it.
Just f***ing with him, I got nothing to do. And I'm just f***ing with him, I got nothing to do. And I'm just f***ing with him, I got nothing to do. And I'm just f***ing with him, I got nothing to do.
Here comes the whore. Hello, whore. Welcome. Oh, this is my. I'm so pretty and you like that.
Do you all understand how close I am to a mental breakdown all the fucking time? A breath? A hair? A mean comment? A millimeter away from... I'll do it again.
Stop. If you aren't seeing this video, sis, you are a badass bitch. But maybe you just don't know it yet, or maybe you just simply forgot. So I'm here to remind you, welcome to the Real Baddie series. And in today's lesson, we're going to talk about never biting your tongue, especially for no man. Sis, if it's a feeling in your body or a thought in your head, you are valid and you need to tell that man. I don't give a damn how crazy or outlandish it might sound, and sometimes, maybe even most times, it's gonna be just that, crazy and outlandish. But a real man who really wants you is not gonna be mad that you acting crazy over him. But a man who is playing games and maybe doesn't deserve you and knows he doesn't deserve you is gonna make you feel bad about that every time. He's gonna make you feel bad about feeling those emotions. He's gonna make you feel bad about simply being a woman. We are emotional. And baby, that's okay. If a man cannot love you in all of your stages, even your crazy ones, drop his ass.
Men will be like, ugh, I could never date a sex worker. And it's like, that's the whole fucking point, Dave. You have to pay. You cannot hang out with me for free.
If you're a good man and she lets you go, of course she's gonna miss you. When she's not treated the way that you treated her, when she's taken for granted, when she realizes what she lost and she tries to come back to you, don't fall for it. Because the truth is that she won't respect you. Find somebody that appreciates you from the start.
So people always ask me why I'm single, you're too beautiful to be single, what, all this stuff, right? And it's simple. I don't like y'all motherfuckers. Men nowadays just, y'all don't even y'all just want to chill and then fuck. I'm 34 years old. I'm not trying to chill. Y'all don't court nobody. Y'all don't even at least take somebody out for a cup of coffee, a slice of pizza. Let me get to know you. There's no courting, there's no dating. Like, I'm not about to be chilling with you in your car. I'm not about to be chilling with you at your spot all the time. Like, take me out. You understand? And you don't gotta always pay. Anybody that knows me knows that I got my own money. I'm a hustler. But y'all men nowadays, I can't do it. I'd rather stay single, but I can't do it, man. Bring back old school shit, because these new age men.
When I first met the man, I wasn't entirely impressed. He knows this. He knows this. We've talked about it. No. Hey, wait, you guys, it's okay. It gets sweet and sentimental. Brian is thoughtful and kind. He listens for the sake of listening and not just to share his own opinions later. Every time we're together, he proves my initial assumptions terribly inaccurate.
What are some things you've noticed that are blatantly sexist but are so normalized?
I grew her from scratch, like literally her bones, her heart, her brain, her whole body. I grew it from scratch with my body, and then I hosted her in my body for 9 months as she grew, 9 painful months. And then I birthed her into this world. And yet she has my husband's last name.
So a lady messaged me and called me a bad mom because I probably feed my kids frozen dinosaur chicken nuggets. And I got really offended because I obviously f***ing cook them first. How did
Shop, kangaroo shop, kangaroo shop, kangaroo shop! All right!
So I went on this date 2 years ago in Boston with this girl, hitting it off, having a great time. So I'm paying for the check, and we're going to the movies after. So all of a sudden, this guy sits down at the table with us, and she's pale as a ghost. So I went to the guy, I'm like, hey man, can I help you? She's like, oh, that's my wife. I said, well, what? Wife? And he goes, yeah. I look at her and I go, is that your husband? So she's like, I don't know, like, just trying to make some excuse. Best part of all, sees something running the corner of my eye. It's her daughter. She jumped on her lap, Mommy. And I was like, I looked at her, I'm like, how long have you guys been married for? 7 years. 7 years. So she lied that she was married. Married for 7 years and had a kid? So I'm just sitting there at the restaurant like, wow, this is like a Dr. Phil episode.
Can I have Olivia the weekend of October 23rd and 24th? Yeah, that will be okay. What's so important? It's the weekend that Lindsay and I get married. We discussed this before. She's not going to be there to watch you marry some other woman. She's going to be a flower girl with her sister. Half sister. And she's not going. Forget about it. It's been 3 years. You are only hurting our daughter.
I had a case a couple of months ago where Dad was paying child support to the tune of $650 for a kid that he actually had custody of. Here's what happened. Mom called Dad up one day and said, hey, our 14-year-old kid is out of control, skipping school, smoking, making bad grades, probably using drugs. Why don't you take him, see what you can do with him? Dad gladly took his son, straightened him out. 2 years later, kid's 16 years old, making good grades, stayed in school, everything's going good, except Dad's still paying Mom child support. Well, he came into my office. We immediately filed a petition to modify both child support and custody. I asked him, I said, why'd you wait so long? He said, well, I was afraid Mom would take the kid back if I tried to do anything. I get that answer a lot in these situations. You've got to file that petition immediately. Otherwise, you're going to end up spending tens of thousands of dollars on child support for a kid you've got custody of. Remember, the court does not go back past the date that you file a petition to modify child support. It only looks forward after the petition is filed.